Okay, so here's the thing. I'm PJs in bed, bonnet on, everything, because I told you guys I'm going to do this more. I'm not going to apologize for my natural state, okay? I didn't plan this video. I didn't plan anything. I could definitely put some chapstick on. That's what I could do. Everyone and their mother knows what that is, but I will leave it linked, you know, get my little commission. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I told you guys I was going to, you know, just pick up the camera whenever, more often. And today is one of those days because I do not feel like doing anything. I'm not gonna lie, been on birth control, got off of it, and now I'm having my period, and it's just like, I wanna go back. I don't want to be a woman. I forgot what this life was like. It's just not fun. Like, and it's just like, and then you know, all the things are just so much. But anyways, that's not why you guys are here to hear me complaining about my period. Today's video is going to be on my SP story, one SP story, because I'm probably going to have more throughout my life. This is one that I did have an old story with and everything, so I feel like it's going to be very helpful for you guys. But yeah, the success just happened. I was so proud of myself, literally crying tears. Everything worked out. Before I get started with this video, definitely subscribe to my channel because you know you love me. Also, give the video a like if you liked it, and if you would like to purchase my magical workbook, I would really appreciate it. It's on how to manifest money. If you're wondering what makes it magical, it's the fact that I intend that everyone that purchases my workbook receives the money that they want. Every single one, no matter what. It's only 11 bucks, by the way. But yeah, that's it. Let's get started with this video. This story is going to be about my dad. Specific person doesn't mean that it has to be romantic. It's just a specific person. Like anyone in your life. It could be your teacher, it could be your boss, it could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your children, it could be anyone. So I feel like we need to start sharing more stories about like just random things, because you can literally manifest everything in your life, and you should be manifesting everything in your life. Like, have fun with it. That's the whole point. Well, for me, that's the whole point in manifesting. Like, I love playing in my life, you know? We really like fighting for my life there. So I feel like we should share more, you know, times when it's just like a random person and not like a love interest, because you can still have resistance just like anybody. Like, it doesn't have to be a love interest. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I started talking about the law of assumption with my family, and everyone was so receptive to it except my father. He was the only one that did not listen. And honestly, like it was kind of like anytime I brought up manifesting, it was like it repelled him, and he literally like would immediately walk away, and it would be like I would be mid-sentence and he'd just be walking away, and I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? Why aren't you listening to me? And honestly, it made me feel disrespected. It made me feel stupid, crazy, all the things. Like, it made me feel some type of way, even though everyone else was very receptive to it. Because he wasn't, it like hurt so bad. And it could be because like I've always considered myself closer to him than my mom. I mean, that's kind of changed in recent years. I think it's kind of equal now, but before I definitely was closer to him. So it would just like hurt. It would be like something that I'm so passionate and interested in right now, and you just don't care. So yeah, he would always walk away and never hear me. And like anytime I would try to explain it as well, it would be like he was just listening in order to attack back. It was never like hearing what I'm saying and then having a conversation on what I'm saying. So yeah, it was hurtful, not gonna lie. So yeah, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I've been, you know, talking about this for a while now. And just, was it yesterday, the day before? I don't even know. Yesterday or the day before, I had a conversation with him and he was walking away, and I'm like, Dad, why do you always do that? Why do you always walk away when I'm talking to you? And then he was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then he stayed, and I explained what I wanted to explain to him, and then we, you know, amicably separated and went to our rooms. Right after that happened, I was like, Louise, stop saying he never listens. He always hears you. You are respected. Like right after this happened, so I'm going into my room, and this is what I tell myself, because I'm like, I'm done not being able to share this with him, because I want him to be successful. I want all of my family to be successful. That's why I'm sharing all of this knowledge, because like, you don't have to be living miserable. I want everyone in my family to be successful. I don't want it to just be me. Like, that's kind of boring. I basically affirmed that I am respected. I am always heard. What else did I say? I said, Dad is always manifesting. He's always manifesting. Like, I was just going on a little rampage. It was truly a rampage. Me just thinking positively about him and manifestation. And I will say, the things that I did do, the reason why it's never manifested before was because anytime I would talk about manifesting, like with my family, like the rest of the family, I would always mention that, yeah, I wish Dad would like just listen to what I'm saying and he can manifest as well. And I like, obviously that's me repeating the old story when he's not even around. So how can he even change when I still have that old story in my head that he never listens at all? So of course, once I switched and was like, no, he always hears me. He's always manifesting. He loves the law of assumption. I just went on and on. Yeah. So looking back, I was like realizing many times where I was like, Louise, you kept saying that you wanted to change it, but you kept repeating he never changes. So of course he's not going to change. So until I did it, and it was, I think it was like late at night too. I think it was like 10 p.m. when this was happening. The next day in the morning, he's up eating breakfast. Well, no, he's making breakfast. I was telling him the success story of Nia, who got her citizenship because my dad is working on his wife and my two brothers to come to America from Kenya. And I was like, Dad, why don't you just manifest it? Like, it doesn't have to be anything. Mind you, oh, I forgot to mention, he has never attempted manifestation. This is why it's so clearly like me who was manifesting it. Knowing my dad, he would have tried it himself naturally. Like, he naturally would have heard about this and been like, oh yeah, that's interesting. Let me try it myself. Like, just to test it. He's a scientist. Of course he wants to test things, but in my mind, I was giving him that he doesn't believe in this stuff and that he's never gonna try it and all these things. And of course, that's exactly how he was acting. I'm all over the place, sorry. This is what happens when I don't have things written down. So the next day, I'm talking to him in the morning, telling him about Nia manifesting citizenship. And I'm like, Dad, why don't you just do it? Like, why don't you just try? And I had just read Neville the night before, and I was like, he said something along the lines of, someone who judges something without trying it, it is a fool, or something like that. So that's what I said to my dad. I'm like, Dad, the fact that you've never even attempted it, yet you have so much judgment towards it, you're a fool. So he was like, well, yeah, you're right. And then immediately he sat down with his plate of food. Mind you, usually he doesn't even eat in the kitchen. He usually eats in his room. So the fact that he was even doing that is like even more like, yeah, Louise, like, you were the reason. You were the reason.
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What was the reason?
Because he sat down, heard me, was listening, and then I was like, Dad, why don't you just manifest something crazy? And I told him the first thing that I ever manifested that was like a weird thing, which was a pink elephant. And I ended up seeing a pink elephant in Lil Wayne's No Worries video. I'm pretty sure that's the music video, but he has a painted pink elephant in the video. I thought that I was gonna see like a cartoon or something, but no, I'm seeing a real pink elephant. God was like, here. He sat down, listened, and I was like, why don't you just manifest? I told him about the pink elephant. He was like, you manifested a pink elephant? I'm like, yeah, it was in a music video. And he was like, okay, I'm going to manifest a black lion. So he said he's gonna manifest a black lion, and that's where we are right now. And I am just so freaking happy. And I also have footage of me like right after it happened. You guys, I could literally cry right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so as you guys know, I've been trying to get Dad to start manifesting, and we just had a chat, and he actually like sat and listened to me for once. And oh my god, I could cry. I could cry. I'm so excited. He said he's gonna test it. I'm so grateful. I had to tell someone because I'm really happy right now. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, let me get back to what I was doing. I just got so distracted after that. Yeah, so when I tell you guys that I literally cried, I was so happy. But yeah, that was my SP success story, and it truly is that the main reason it manifested was that I stopped saying that my dad was a certain way. If I had just stopped saying that he isn't into manifesting, like if I stopped saying that to people and to myself, he would have like figured this shit out a long time ago. And the fact that it was instant manifestation, because it was literally the next time I saw him. When I was talking to him in the morning, I wasn't purposely, this is one of those where it was like inspired action, because I was doing my little daydreams and I was thinking of travel and how I would travel with my dad and his wife and my brothers. Thinking about it, I'm like, oh, can they even travel yet? Like in my dreams, this is what I'm imagining. So I was like, can they even travel? So I heard my dad in the kitchen. I was like, Dad, has their citizenship gone through? And then that just sparked me talking about the citizenship. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm going to go see if my affirmations worked. It was that it was natural in me being like, why don't you just manifest it? I forgot about what I had done the night before completely until after we had talked, and I was like, oh my god, he sat down and listened to me. So the two things that made the difference was first me dropping the old story, and also me working on my self-concept, because me not being respected when I was speaking is something that was a little bit of a wound that I didn't know I had, where I don't feel heard and I feel like I need to over-explain myself or, you know, do too much in order to be heard. I didn't realize that was a thing. So the fact that I immediately tackled that and was like, no, I'm heard, I'm listened to, I am respected, it just worked out. It worked out really well. And I hope that this helps. No, actually it's going to help you guys get your SPs. You can get them overnight. Literally drop The old story. They're not like that anymore. They're not like whatever you think they are. They're not like that anymore. They could change overnight, literally overnight. When I tell you guys, for months, my dad has just been walking away when I speak. Months of experiencing this. It sucked. It sucked so much to where the one time I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to manifest this. He's going to enjoy this and it's going to help change his life tremendously. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Oh, I didn't do anything at the beginning. I didn't do an intro. I'm gonna do the intro right now. And we're back. If you have not already, definitely subscribe to my channel. Give it a like if you liked it. No, give it a like because you liked it. I know you did. Also, if you would like to purchase my magical workbook, it is linked down below. It is $11 and it's on how to manifest money. And it is magical because everyone who purchases it receives their money. Yeah, it truly is pure magic. Just like, there's just something about it. It's the aura. It's the aura. If you have any like requests, definitely leave them down below. Usually it'll spark a video idea when people leave questions. Not saying I'll get to every single one, but you might be the lucky one. So leave a comment on whatever I said before I completely forgot, because I'm trying to now think of a comment of the day. What is the comment of the day? First off, this emoji. Should we just say what you manifested today? Should that just be literally the comment of the day every single day? It's just the emoji changes. I think we're doing something here. Comment your favorite thing you manifested, and if you already commented your favorite thing you manifested, comment the most recent thing that you manifested, and then this emoji. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in a later one. Bye.